ATA. Hey everyone, Mr. Cox here with Miss Kat Takana, our Chief Instructor of Legacy. We're going to go over some foot position keys. And to help with you understanding foot position, I had Miss Takana roll up her pant leg a little bit so we can really see what we're talking about. Now, foot position is key because it also relates to joint position. And we want our students to have strong joints. We want them to prevent sports injuries like rolling their ankles, hurting their foot, their knees, their hips. All that comes from when they're kicking or landing, having the proper foot position. So it's vital that at home they practice this because it can only happen properly if they practice at home and develop good muscle strength and flexibility and endurance with their foot position. So with that being said, the first foot position we're going to learn is a front kick foot position. The way we like to describe this is she's going to go ahead and get into a front stance for me, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
She's going to take her back foot and she's going to raise it up like she's in high heels.
Yes, sir.
Boom. Go ahead and set it back down on the ground for me,
Yes,
please.
sir.
Good. Just like that. So as you see, you're pushing the ball of the foot to the ground. At home, what the student needs to practice doing is bringing the foot up and stomping on the ground with the ball of the foot as hard as they can. Go. Again. The key is they have to learn to move their toes out of the way and only hit with the ball of the foot. By doing this simple exercise, we'll build up strength in their toes and their ankles, and we'll teach them that proper foot position. So whenever they go to kick, go ahead and hold my arm for balance.
Yes,
okay?
sir.
I want you to kick this direction for me.
Yes, sir.
Good. Front kick, lock it out, hold it. The foot position never changes. So the starting of the kick, the chamber, the kick, the re-chamber, and sending it back down, the foot position is locked out the whole time. So when she re-chambers, the foot stays the same. When she sets it down, the foot stays the same, and then when she relaxes, that's when her heel goes down. So for a front kick, she starts with the foot position. Good. Chambers, kicks, locks out the foot position, re-chambers, sets it down, and then relaxes the foot. You have to keep that tension on the tendons, on your ankle, and in your foot up to your calf to allow for proper strength. The next foot position we're going to talk about is the side kick foot position, which is also the round kick and the hook kick. So this foot position you will use for all three kicks. So I'll have Mr. Cantor face this way.
Yes, sir.
Down.
Yes, sir.
Amen. Okay, scoot back just a little bit for me.
Yes, sir.
Good. Go ahead and get in a middle stance.
Sir.
Okay, actually just come up a little bit. Okay. Go ahead and chamber for a side kick.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now, as she chambers for a side kick, I'm going to come on this side of her, and you're going to see that the toes are pointed down and towards the ground. So we want the big toes to point down and towards the ground. Now, as she kicks, hold my hand for balance.
Yes, sir.
Good. Go ahead and kick straight out for me. As she kicks, you notice that the toes are still pointing down and towards the ground, and she's leading with the heel. The heel should be what's pointed out, not anything else. And then as she re-chambers, she keeps that foot position, and then she sets it down to relax. That's the same foot position for a hook kick or a round kick. So again, she's going to hold my hand for balance.
Sir.
Come up. She's going to side kick straight. Good. Now re-chamber for a round kick.
Yes, sir.
So chamber for a round kick. Good. Now round kick. Foot pushes and stays safe. Now chamber for a side kick. Hook kick. And then set it down. So the foot position for a round kick, side kick, and hook kick, as you noticed, her foot stays flexed and it never changes. The best way to practice that at home is with your student to go on the ground, and I'll demonstrate this, is to go on the ground and simply push their foot down and towards the ground. Watch TV, read a book, look at an iPad, but make sure that their back elbow is on the ground so that way they're not piking and they're having that foot position pointed and they lock it out. And they're going to find that this part of their foot and this inner part of their foot is going to get a little bit sore, and we want that. And as they lock that out, that will help them when they're striking anything. Last but not least, our students jump and land a lot in Taekwondo. So to build up the ankle strength in our tendons, you want your students to practice at home on the grass, but on a solid surface, okay? They can do it even in their shoes, but coming and stomping straight underneath their hips. So we want them to come straight down here, land, switch feet, just like that, where they're pushing down right in the center of their gravity. So they're training their body to land and jump or to kick and to put their foot down in the center of their body, not to the side, not at weird angles. And when they do that, it helps prevent injury, because if they land to the side or if they practice bad foot position when setting it down strong, that's when we have sprained ankles, broken ankles, hurt foot, hips, knees, the whole 9 yards. So another drill to practice with your student is simply just stomping straight down underneath, and that will help them with sparring, combat sparring, weapons forms, and traditional slalom forms. Thank you guys. Cheerio. Good night.